breaking news today.
Please subscribe and then check notification box to get all breaking news alert.
Condoleezza Rice just snapped and said one thing about North Korea that has Trump cheering like crazy. Former Secretary of State George W. Bush, Condoleezza Rice, just gave huge words of support for Trump's stance against North Korea. Speaking at the Library of Congress Book Festival on Saturday, she said, "What the administration is trying to do, and I support what they're trying to do, is they're painting a very bleak picture for the Chinese," she continued. "That's the only country with any real leverage on the North Koreans." She explained that China is concerned that, should the North Korean regime fall, there will be a refugee crisis in their country. She went on to say, "I think at some point the American president, and I'm not in science so don't know what he's being told about how long he has, but at some point if you're threatening Guam and already firing missiles over Japan, we're getting pretty close to a denouement, we're getting pretty close to a president having to make a decision."
An aerial show of force today from the U.S. and its allies aimed directly at North Korea. National security correspondent Jennifer Griffin shows us why many in the region, including North Korea's Kim Jong-un, had their eyes on the skies.
The U.S. military flew F-35 stealth fighter jets and B-1 supersonic bombers for the first time in joint drills with South Korea, simulating precision strikes against what the Pentagon calls North Korea's core facilities. The B-1 jets were flown from Andersen Air Force Base in Guam, which Kim Jong-un has threatened to strike. The F-35s came from a U.S. base in Japan. It was a live-fire show of force 2 days after the North Koreans launched a ballistic missile over Japanese territory.
We absolutely cannot tolerate North Korea's development of nuclear missiles, and we have decided to pursue a further role by China in the matter.
President Trump tweeted yesterday talking to North Korea is not the answer. Today, Defense Secretary Jim Mattis chastised news reports suggesting he and the president were not on the same page.
Right now, if I say 6 and the president says half a dozen, they're going to say I disagree with him. The president made very clear we're not talking to North Korea right now. And my job is to provide military options, but we're never out of diplomatic. Diplomatic is a lot more than just the narrow slice of talking to North Korea. So there was no contradiction at all there.
She also remarked about how Kim Jong-un backed down from his threats against the U.S., after Trump said that he would respond with fire and fury. She said she believes that someone in China must have talked sense into Kim Jong-un after that. Trump has been trying to get China to do the right thing for some time. If you agree that Trump knows how to handle this reckless bully, please share everywhere and comment I trust Trump.